Josh, let's just try to fly through this in 5 minutes. But RateWatch, we've innovated RateWatch by putting it in a mobile app. Hopefully everybody on this call, you've downloaded that mobile app. It's part of Mortgage Coach. And our vision is always to make you be the smartest loan officer and look like you're the smartest loan officer. So when you think of how to use RateWatch to go from price to advice, it's learn, share, and leverage. So learning, we just believe mobile matters. Being able to pull this app out of your back pocket, and if you're you're just doing it to stay on the market. So click on the Day Watch. By the way, if you do have the app installed right now, pull it out, and click on Day Watch. And Josh, is this something that you use very often, just throughout the day, to keep updated?
I'm always watching the trading of mortgage-backed securities all the time.
Good. So you're an expert. You know what's happening in the market, and with Mortgage Coach, RateWatch, you're getting those alerts, and you're getting them on your mobile device. So I even see a lot of loan officers that actually are using their iPad as their third or fourth screen with the RateWatch open. So there's the alert feature. Also want to remind everybody there's commentary. So every morning we have the Dan Rawich video. Every morning we have Neil Tierney breaking down some of the key updates for the day. And every week we have Bill Fisher, who's bringing in content. And then every now and then we get Todd Duncan, we get Bill Hart, Steve Harney, other leaders bringing ideas and strategies into what we're doing. So there's we want to make you better, so you're smarter. And then there's the sharing. And so, Josh, I know that you share it in different ways. I'm going to break down all the different ways we can share it. But how do you use it with borrowers and partners today, if at all?
Well, the most frequent way that I use it is I attach it, as you saw my email signature on the bottom, is just a PS. So again, when I'm moving somebody through a sales cycle, the objective of every communication is to get them to the next step in the sales cycle. So, I want to get them on the phone so I can get their information and their needs and then sell them on a total cost analysis, which I say, once I have your client questionnaire completed, I'm going to send you a total cost analysis, which is going to compare and contrast the options that we discussed. So again, I'm selling the TCA, and then I'm trying to move them forward to do an application. Once I have an application, I'm sending them the edge proposal, and then I'm trying to sell them on the next phone call, the next day to follow up, which then is the sales call to get their documents coming in. So the way that I've used this most frequently is I'll do a snippet of the RateWatch. I put it as a PS on my email to the client and the realtor, and I'll just say, PS, when we talk tomorrow to review your total cost analysis, don't forget to remind me to have a quick discussion on where mortgage-backed securities and interest rates have traded over the last 30 days. So just a real quick snippet, again, to just kind of draw them in, because the client's going to say, well, I don't know where rates have traded over the last 30 days. That's a piece of information I'd want to know.
Got it. And so how long is that conversation? Call it that I'm a market expert conversation. How long is that with the borrower?
30 seconds. So like I'm looking at RateWatch right now. And if I was having that conversation with you, Dave, I would say, we just closed yesterday with a pretty rough day in mortgage-backed securities. Right now, we're right below a floor of resistance. If we close below this floor, we could have a drop that's fairly significant. If we close above this floor, that's a good indicator that we may see a slight improvement in rates. The most important thing is to make sure that I have all the information I need so that I can lock your loan. If we close below that floor of support, I want to be able to lock. If we close above it, I want to be able to float. I'll be managing that for you like it was my own loan.
So again, you're just delivering value. You are a leader to your clients. You've demonstrated your expertise, both how you communicated and then how you deliver that to the client, whether it's in an email. And for anybody who's on this call and you have not used this feature yet, one of my homework assignments is going to be that you click on, you pull up the app, you click on the share button, and you'll notice that you could email that, you could text it, you could post it on Facebook as some type of a insight market announcement, and you could share it. So again, whether it's in an email, a text, or Facebook, or you can clip it to your clipboard and use it and integrate it any way you want. Again, our goal is to make you actually be smarter and look smarter than every loan officer that you compete with. So last piece on RateWatch is just the leverage. You know, you're using it to learn, you're using it to share, and you're using it for leverage. So the leverage piece is, if you're new to Mortgage Coach and you didn't know it, every time you send that alert to someone, or excuse me, that link, and someone opens it, you get an alert, and you can follow up. So Josh, what is it? You know, do you pay attention to those edge alerts, and do you ever call your client on the heels of getting one of those alerts?
Yeah, in fact, I've told clients that I'm going to manage it like it's their own, like it was my own loan. And so when I see, you know, one of those come over, I'll take a snippet of it, just a snapshot of basically what you're seeing right there. So let's say we had we're down 24 basis points, and I think we're going to have a reprice ahead. That's a great time to snip it and say, hey, down 24 bips, it'd be my recommendation to lock, and then shoot them a text. So again, if you've got somebody who's kind of comparing you with another lender, and you're able to kind of send them real-time information via text that shows them exactly what's going on with the bond market, and you've already had that initial explanation of kind of how mortgage-backed securities trade real quick and where the support and resistance is. It's just that extra piece that they're going, man, I'm not getting that from the other guy. It really feels like there's more expertise here.
Now, what about the actual, and again, this may be a feature of the app that you weren't even aware of, but you can actually, when someone looks at your edge report, you get an alert and you can call the borrower. Were you aware that you could do that in the app?
Absolutely. Yep.
And what do you, when you use that and you call the borrower, what does that conversation sound like?
So I don't use that much on my phone because I'm really in the office for most of my day, and when I'm out, I mean, I wait until I get back to do that. But more typically, as it's running in the background of my desktop, and you get the little thing that pops up from RateWatch that says somebody viewed. It's a great opportunity to call. And if you're too busy, it's a great opportunity if you've got someone else who's a sales assistant to you to have them call. And that happens quite frequently, where I'll just take a screenshot and I'll just shoot it over and say, hey, call and follow up. And they'll pick up the phone and call, even if I'm in the middle of something. But you can have somebody reach out and just say, hey, we're just following up to see if you want to set your next appointment to talk to Josh. Oh, you're watching the total cost analysis. What questions can I answer? So that definitely can be utilized.
Beautiful. So again, speed to lead. Top loan officers use this all the time, whether it's on their mobile device, or as Josh said, you also get this alert on your desktop.